Hey, welcome to the Rehab mobile channel. I'm Dr. Toby, physical therapist and health coach. And in this video, I want to teach you 5 steps to properly weighing yourself if you are on a fitness or a weight loss journey. And so if you're somebody who's been trying to see progress and you're wondering, well, what's up with the fluctuations in my weight when I step on the scale and all these kind of things, this is going to answer some important questions you may be having and some questions you may not have been asking yourself and teach you how to weigh yourself the proper way. By the way, if you're new to our channel, we make videos on how to stay healthy, pain-free, fit, and mobile. So hit the subscribe button so you can stay connected to all the videos that we make to help you achieve your best self in terms of your physical fitness and health. So let's get right into today's topic. I want to teach you 5 major important steps and things you need to know when it comes to weighing yourself properly. So number 1, when it comes to weighing yourself, you want to make sure that you are doing it at the consistent time every single time you weigh in. So one of the things that's important about a weight loss journey is you have to be very strategic and intentional. You can't just be random or variable, not only in terms of your regimen for exercise and nutrition, as I'm sure you may be finding, but also with how you measure your progress. You have to be very consistent every single time. And this is important because during the process, there will be fluctuations, but the way that you minimize and know if you're actually making progress is by having some things that are very consistent. So number 1, I always recommend for patients and clients that we work with in our weight loss programs to weigh yourself consistently every single time. So meaning at the same time, and I prefer or encourage people to do the morning time because throughout the night, your body is going to have changes in terms of water weight and things of that nature. For example, the disc in your spine, the water and the fluids there are going to change between the course of the day and during the time you're sleeping and waking up. So waking up is probably one of the better times before you've eaten, before you've taken a shower, before you've done other things that can cause your weight to fluctuate. And one of the things I try to tell people is that 1 or 2 or 3 pounds is really not too significant. You can eat a couple pounds worth of food that can cause an increased weight in terms of a daily measurement. So you might weigh yourself in the morning and then weigh yourself in the evening and see that, well, I've gone up 2 or 3 pounds, but that's really not anything abnormal. So that's not significant. And you shouldn't be discouraged by that. Number 2 thing that you want to keep in mind, in addition to weighing yourself at a consistent time, you want to make sure that you are weighing yourself not too frequently. And the reason why is because your weight is not going to make significant gains or at least changes or transformation in a short period of time. So even if you do see a change of 3-4 pounds or so over the course of a couple of days, that's not necessarily a long-term weight loss results per se. So, and some people get discouraged because they're like, well, I weighed myself and I weigh myself too frequently. I weigh myself every single day and I don't see change. Well, you're not going to see change too quickly, but starting off moving from, starting on a weekly basis every week, maybe every Saturday, or on a weekly basis every 7 days or a week and a half, things like that can be much more beneficial. Number 1, for you to see better results, better progress, and for you to also appreciate the other variables that are going to be changing in your life. One of the quickest things that people will start to experience when they get on a fitness plan, exercise and nutrition plan, is they start to see that their clothes fit better and things like that. So not weighing yourself too frequently allows you to pay attention to the other variables that are going to be improving on a regular basis. So that's really helpful for you to keep in mind. Number 3, the other thing that you want to make sure, in addition to weighing yourself at the consistent time every single time, not weighing yourself too frequently, you want to make sure that the scale that you're using is on appropriate surface. So you want to make sure that you're using a firm surface to put the scale on, not like the carpet or anything like that. That can cause some variability as well. So keep that in mind. The other thing that you want to keep in mind, number 4, is in addition to what we've already mentioned so far, you want to make sure that when you weigh yourself that you are wearing minimal clothes as possible. So this is important just because of the fact that if you are wearing a jacket or other things that you may not realize have other objects in it, that can again throw off the consistency of the weight that you're getting. So trying to not only measure yourself at a consistent time, like every morning, or making sure when you weigh yourself it's in the morning before having eaten and done other things, make sure that you also are wearing something consistent. So minimal clothes as possible, or just light clothing as possible, and try to keep it as consistent as possible. And the last one, the number 5 thing that you need to keep in mind as you weigh yourself is understanding that your weight is definitely going to change over time. And that's really the positive thing. But the tip that you need to make sure that you remember is you need to focus not only on what the number on the scale says, but focus on what you're doing that should be moving the scale in one direction or the other. So if you know that you are eating consistently in terms of your nutrition and also your exercise, right, then you know that you're doing the right things that are going to be moving you toward the right direction on the scale that you want to move toward. If you know that you aren't doing those things, see that number as on the scale as an indication to go back to check out what activities am I doing, what are my behaviors and my decisions that I'm making that are leading me to have that number on the scale, and start allowing that number on the scale not to be a sentence that tells you, well, I haven't done the right thing or that I'm not, where I should be, but let it point you back to the actions and decisions that you may need to modify, correct, so that you can start seeing that number on the scale go down. If you've been doing the right things that, are going to push that number in the scale in the right direction, then you want to use that number on the scale as an indication to let you know that I need to keep on going. I need to continue to make progress, and understand that there are going to be fluctuations, but as you start to see it trend down, you're going to be satisfied with the work that you've been doing and the effort you've been putting in. So if you found this video helpful, like it and leave a comment. Let us know what you found most helpful. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and share this video with somebody that this can help. You want to make sure that you aren't frustrating yourself by doing things improperly in terms of how you're measuring your progress. And it's not only the physical number on a scale that you should be looking at. Look at the other qualitative variables or signs and improvements that you're experiencing in terms of just finding better results as far as your fitting into your clothes, or not being as winded when you're doing certain activities, or being able to have clearer skin, things of that nature, because all of these things are other benefits that begin to happen as you are on your fitness and your weight loss journey. So again, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.